So your first stage is what you call the hot mess. So energy just running around, running through you with no depth is first stage feminine. Second stage feminine energy is when you balance that out with your own masculine. Like maybe you notice yourself being a hot mess, so you start counting your breaths. You sit down, you breathe deeply, which is like bringing your masculine structure for yourself. So that would be a second stage feminine. Third stage feminine energy is always tied to devotional depth. And that's what I feel is kind of missing from your side, that you're clearly deeply in your feminine, but you're allowing that feminine energy kind of to run amok without being in your devotional depth. How would that energy be used in devotion? Like, let's set aside your intimate partner for a moment and just like look at your life. What would you use that energy for if you were coming from your deepest devotion? I don't know. Like, would you use it to volunteer somewhere from the deepest part of your heart? That's so similar to a man not knowing his purpose, or a masculine being not knowing their purpose, like we've talked about before. This is the feminine version. How do you need to give your love so you could be complete? How do you need that to flow? When you tether your wild energy, which in of itself is just pure energy, it's neither good nor bad. But when you deepen it through your devotional practices, and when you do that, then you're in your third stage feminine, and then you'll polarize his third stage masculine. So it's pretty easy in a workshop to be fucked open to God. I mean, I've taught a lot of workshops, and almost everybody in almost every workshop over the last 45 years has felt that with a stranger or with their partner. I mean, they could be guided through it. So it's a beautiful experience, but it's not practice. Now you have to practice. It gives you a taste of what's possible. I would bring in a devotional practice of your body. Now, for instance, let's look at dance, because sacred dance is a kind of central aspect of feminine practice. So first stage dance is you dance how your body wants to move. So first stage dance is like you put on music you love and you just liberate your energy. You let it flow. You let loose. It's pure pleasure of letting loose. But that's first stage feminine practice. And some women really need that. Some women don't even have that. They can't move freely. So some women really need to practice just letting their energy flow, putting on music and like going wild. Like meditation is for the masculine, dance is the classic feminine sacred practice. Like if you studied, I don't know, South Indian temple dance, you practice little things over and over, like which ways are your eyes looking? What is the tilt of your neck like? Your hands are in very specific mudras. You're not just going wild. You're not just letting your energy run amok. You're letting God discipline your energy ultimately. But to get there, you need to do the second stage practices of disciplining your own energy. You're submitting to a form, and that energy, rather than running wild, it runs deeper. Now, it's true that a masculine partner who was committed to third stage practice with you would supply some of that. But a true third stage man would require your commitment to that, to want to do it with you. So to be clear, a third stage man doesn't want to be with a hot mess. A third stage man wants to be with a hot mess who's giving it to God. But you create an openness, you create a depth for him to enter. It still might be bubbling, the raw energy is beautiful, but it needs to be met by that depth.